Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bo. I'm here to talk about my uncle who is wrongfully incarcerated. There will, however, be a lot more to follow. This hasn't made YouTube yet. This is strictly just on Facebook Live at this moment. Anyways, I've wrote out like 4 pages so far. There's a hell of a lot more to come. Basically, what I've wrote so far is Tim Kaiser, a great man of many words, but nonetheless, one thing he is not: delusional. In order to prove this, because people might say, how do you know? You're not a doctor. Well, look up the facts about delusional people and learn the facts. For those who can't be bothered to go to Google or Yahoo and type it in the search bar, a delusional disorder refers to a condition associated with one or more non-bizarre delusions of thinking, such as expressing beliefs that occur in real life, such as being poisoned, being stalked, being loved or deceived, or having an illness provided no other symptoms of schizophrenia are exhibited. Being delusional would mean you have beliefs that are false, but remain plausible to the person suffering from a delusional disorder. They believe in their false delusions very strongly. A delusional disorder affects roughly 0.2% of the population at any given time. Now keep in mind, people can be wrongfully diagnosed with many mental illnesses. For example, a 2012 article in Current Psychologically quoted that studies that found that 26% to 45% of patients referred for depression did not meet diagnostic criteria for depression illness. So, very interesting stuff here. This is my favorite. PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. PTSD is caused by people who have endured a highly stressful and frightening experience. Now off subject for a second here. Being homeless, having no income because you lost your job due to a DUI being on your driver's abstract that you were never found guilty of, and the ADLS was dropped, so that DUI should have been removed. However, it wasn't, which cost you your job as a truck driver. So there, to top it off, not only are you homeless, jobless due to MTO error, but you're broke with no money to eat. You have starved for days, then sadly your mother passed away. All this within a week time. You don't want to bother your family because they have kids and you don't want to take food from their mouth. Went to Ontario Works for help. Denied help firstly for 90 days, which I'm not sure exactly how long it was. I'm pretty sure it was 90 days, then 120 days. Weren't informed that you had a right to an appeal. With all these things happening, don't you think that would cause someone to be stressed and frightened? And cause that person to be distressed, caused by memories of the experience. These things I have mentioned would cause PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. People who have suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder have symptoms such as anxiety, emotional numbness, risky behavior, intensely fearful and risk behavior, and inability to sleep. It can make it seem the patient is struggling with a different mental health problem. This is especially true if the doctor examining the patient doesn't have experience treating people with PTSD. PTSD is commonly incorrect diagnosed. According to NBC News report, between 2005 and 2007, the Army dismissed roughly 1,000 soldiers each year due to psychological evaluation found that they had personality disorders, status that left them unable for health care and other benefits. But however, there was a change in policy in 2008. Made it so they had to have a top-level review rule out PTSD as a cause in every personality disorder dismissal. And because of that, it caused that number to drop from roughly 1,000 to roughly 260 a year. Primary features of the illness is flashbacks, withdrawals, numbingness, paralysis, and isolation. Violence is not included except as a part of the hyperarousal. I can't say that word for the life of me. While anger and agitation are common symptoms of PTSD, these feelings tend to be turned inwards, causing it to be the terribly painful disorder it is. Combined with depression, it is not unusual for a person suffering with this illness to commit suicide. A person with PTSD is not a threat to public. So why is he being wrongfully incarcerated? Well, that's a good question. But please stay tuned, keep watching my videos, and I'll be sure to fill you in on the whole story at a later date as soon as I hit up YouTube. Okay, thank you.